Hey, what's going on? Welcome back to Jerry App. Today we are covering the Zombies Map 5 from Call of Duty Black Ops 1, one of my personal favorites. And I feel like a lot of people in the community enjoy this map a lot, and for good reason, too. It's pretty freaking cool, man. Very cool setting. It's in the goddamn Pentagon, right? If you're American like me, then it's cool to see a map take place inside of one of our government buildings, you know? It was very cool for its time. The celebrity cast is fucking awesome, right? This is the first celebrity cast we ever got. And we'll get into that in the thing. I'm just doing the intro really quick. Still a little sick, so you might hear some sniffling, you might hear a little coughing, you might hear a little phlegming up, but that's to be expected when my body doesn't want to cooperate with me, man. And that kind of sucks too. Anyone listening, do you guys ever feel like you get sick more often the older you get? Because, man, I feel like in my early 20s, man, I never got sick. Maybe a couple times a year or every couple years, man, is what it felt like. But now, as I approach my 30s, man, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the COVID shot. It kind of feels like it is. But, I just get sick so often now, man. It fucking pisses me off. And I even work out and stuff, and I try to stay in shape. I try to eat better, too. And, it seems to help a little bit, but I don't know. I just find myself getting sick more the more I get older, and it sucks. That's besides the point. Whatever. We're here to talk about zombies. I'm gonna try to record another minisode today about maybe Halo Infinite Wishlist if I have time. Just because I like recording them, man, and I'm having fun. I'm having fun doing it, and I can't really do a main episode just yet because I'm not really. I haven't really played anything worth talking about in the main episode series. So I'm just, I got the zombies maps I'm doing. I'm playing through Bomberman 64 on the Nintendo right now, Nintendo 64. It's pretty fun. Might talk about Doom 2016 eventually. I just haven't played it in a while, so the memory's kind of fading of it. I haven't really played anything worth talking about in the main episode series anyway. So gonna be minisodes for now. Hopefully something soon. But yeah, I'm sorry. I know I'm yapping too much about stuff that isn't 5, so we'll get into it. 5 zombies, man. Here we go. So Black Ops 1 launches, right? It launches and everybody's happy playing Kino. They're like, hell yeah, man. We got a new zombies map, Kino. Let's play it. Let's get it done, man. Let's explore the new map. Let's see what we got going on here. And then that was that, man. And that's all we thought we had, right? But there's another map on disc that we didn't realize was there, and it's 5. Just like the World at War campaign, if you finish the Black Ops 1 campaign, you get 5 at the end of it. And there's no special way it gets introduced. It kind of just happens, right? 5, man. I think there's also, you can get up from the main share in the main menu and type 3ARC or whatever into the computer to unlock it for free. But I mean, let's be honest, we all looked that up or saw it on the internet at some point. There's no way we were figuring that shit out. I'm sure somebody did it, but yeah, I don't know how you could just sit there and type. I know there's a mini game on the computer, but that's besides the point. That'll be in the Black Ops episode. But yeah, man, you finish the campaign and you see that there's another Lost Zombies map, and it's 5. And dude, I don't know about you guys, but I loved 5. I loved the setting inside the Pentagon, right? Because this map is so unique to where it really, this is the only map I feel that just has so much real world shit in it. You know what I mean? Granted, I know this isn't what actually the inside of the Pentagon looks like. I get that. It's not probably at all what it looks like. But it's still really cool, man. It's still a really cool concept. You got 3 floors. I'll explain really quick. There's 3 floors, right? There's the spawn floor, there's the war room middle floor, and then there's the basement labs floor. And that's just where the gameplay takes place, man. You kind of use teleporters to get between the floors and try to survive. In co-op, it plays very differently from solo. Like I said, I'm just doing my zombies challenge here. 0 to 20, no quick revive solo. Just to relive the map, just to relive the nostalgia. See how it plays today in today's times as compared to when it came out. And, just talk about it, man, because we all love zombies, and that's why we're here. That's why I'm here. Again, not expecting anybody to listen to these episodes, but these are just for future Jerry to dwell on in the future and to say, and just see how retarded I am and just see how far the games have come in general. Because it'll be cool to look back on these zombies maps now, and then in 30 years, I'll go back and listen to this and be like, damn, this is crazy compared to what we have now. It'll probably be like Vanguard Zombies Part 45 or some bullshit. I hope they go back in the round-based direction, but that's besides the point. We're just talking 5 here, man. So 5, iconic, man. Iconic map. Very fucking sick, dude. I'll talk about I'll talk about the cast of characters we play as, right? This is the first celebrity cast we ever get in zombies. So we get President fucking John F. Kennedy as one of the playable characters, which is cool. President Richard Nixon is one of the playable characters, which is pretty cool. Secretary of Defense Robert McNamara, pretty cool. And then Fidel Castro, which is pretty cool too. It's very random, but yeah, they're all having it. There's a cutscene. They're all having a discussion about the Cuban Missile Crisis, if I remember correctly, and then zombies start breaking in. And the funniest part is that they're just not phased. They're like, oh, it's a zombie outbreak. Okay, let's get our guns. And then the fucking wall of guns comes out, and that's it. They arm up, and then you're in the map fighting. And that was really cool for its time. Like, guys, is there any other game you can think of where you play as presidents of the United States killing zombies no matter right? Like, what the fuck? Like, we're playing as John F. Kennedy, for Christ's sake. Isn't that crazy? And fucking Richard Nixon. Like, what? I don't know, man. It's still just crazy to me to this day. It's just so fucking... It's just so wild, I'll just... I guess I'll talk about what I did for my round 20 run here. It's pretty easy. This map is harder than Kino, right? And that's kind of what I like about Black Ops, is it has this really good balance of maps that are hard and easy. Kino was the easy launch map. This was the hard launch map, and it really catered towards the entire player base because, you got those hardcore zombies players that want the extra challenge, and you got the ones that just want to spawn in and have a good time killing shit. So it really catered to that the whole player base there, which is pretty cool. So yeah, I spawn in. I basically open the first door on the right. I go for the MPL wall buy because you need points. It's a good points gun. It still does a pretty decent amount of damage too. So I'll sit there at the end near the elevator and just kill the 2 window zombies as I can. Those windows on the left and the right there, so you just kill them as they come. Kill the zombies as they come. Hopefully you get a double points or something early to, just get as many of those points as you can because you're opening doors at this point to get to the basement. So yeah, I just farm with the MPL, get a bunch of points, take the elevator downstairs, farm up more points, take the elevator all the way down to the basement, switch the power on, come back up to the middle where Jug is. Right next to the Pack-a-Punch room there, buy Jug, and then I basically open up the war room barriers there, and that's my training spot on this map on solo. It's what I think is the best. I think the labs, some people might think the labs are better, but I think it's just too random with the way the zombies spawn. Too many spawn in front of you in your path, so I like to just play in the war room there in the middle floor. And that's it, man. You get whatever guns you want out of the box or whatever wall guns you want. And that's the strat I do. You just run around the war room. I had the Winter's Howl upgraded, and I believe I had the Galil. I know I talk about the Galil in every Black Ops 1 map here, but I really just feel like it's the best. It's the best of all worlds, right? I talk about how I like the light guns, but they don't do enough damage. I talk about how I don't like the LMGs because they're too heavy. And, I think the Galil is just a solid middle ground where it's lightweight enough to where you can move around. It does enough damage to where it's not a piece of shit. I mean, all Black Ops 1 guns are pieces of shit, right? But, yeah, it's the best of both worlds, so I use that and the Winter's Howl. And let's just talk about the Winter's Howl for a second. Can you name a more disappointing wonder weapon? I'll give you 5 seconds to think about it. 1, 2, 3. I can't, dude. This gun is fucking awful. And I know how it's really bad, right? Like everybody knows how bad the Winter's Howl is. But the thing is I don't really think it's supposed to be like a damage heavy wonder weapon. I don't think that's what its intention is. I think they designed it to be like a support weapon, right? Because if you don't know what this thing does, it's the wonder weapon of 5. I'll just say this. It's a cool, what's the word? It's a cool like attempt at a wonder weapon, I guess. It's not really ideal, but I mean, it got me through. I'm sure, like, you have to have this gun on this map, right? Because of the way it slows. If you don't know what it does, basically, you shoot zombies with it, and you can freeze a whole horde. It slows them, and then it freezes them. And I actually didn't know this until recently, but if you knife a whole horde of frozen zombies, they kind of explode. It's not very practical, though, because you still might get hit from behind when you go to do it. But yeah, that's what it does. I basically used it to get myself out of a pinch. I run around holding this thing, run around my train, holding this thing out, and then you can just kind of freeze the zombies as they get in your way, let them all spawn in, turn around, and then gun them all down. I use it to just run around and train as like a safety barrier, because you can't really die with this thing in your hands if you just spam it. Whatever's in front of you, so that's nice. I guess what I'll say is that it works on this map. It works for what you need it to do, all right? I guess it's like a support weapon, sure. Doesn't do a lot of damage, but it gets you through the map. It gets you through the map with its utility, so it is what it is. And then, guys, remember the special fucking dog round on this map. It's not a dog round. It's the fucking Pentagon Thief, man. And that was just so insane for the first time. And we never got another boss round like this ever in Zombies that I can remember. This one was just so unique. So basically during the Pentagon round, it gets all foggy like the dog round. The announcer or whoever's on the mic, the woman says, I can't remember exactly what she says, but she's like, intruder incoming or something like that. I don't remember exactly what she says, but it's like, okay, what's going on? And then you see the Pentagon Thief spawn out of the fucking teleporter in the center. And you're just like, man, what the fuck is this? He's like making gurgling sounds and like running at you. And you're like, okay, I'm shooting this guy. He's not dying. He's not dying, man. And then he runs up and takes your gun and teleports you. And you're like, wait a second. He took my gun. He took my fucking gun. And I'm sure the first time you played this, if this is your first time playing this, he definitely took your gun the first time. I don't care who you are. There's no way he didn't take your gun the first time you play this map. If you can even get that far, right? Because I feel like everyone's first time playing this map, they didn't do well, you know? Sorry for sniffling, but yeah, he takes your fucking gun. And then I'm pretty sure he got away from me the first couple times that you play the map, because you don't really know how to kill him just yet. You have to spam him, sure, but basically the best part of defeating or the most consistent way to defeat the Pentagon Thief is to get good guns before he spawns. And I believe you make him spawn by pressing the power switch, right? So if you make sure you have good guns before you press the power switch, you could probably kill him. Winter's Howl does him pretty good. Fucking kills him pretty fast. Same with the ray gun. But yeah, if you have good guns, you don't kill him. Or you do kill him. And also, if you hold out your shittier gun, he'll take that instead. So you want him to take your shitty gun so you can kill him with your better gun. But yeah, if you kill him, he gives you a max ammo. And if you kill him before he touches you, he gives you a bonfire sale. And what the bonfire sale is it gives you Pack-a-Punch for $1,000 instead of $5,000. So it's pretty useful in that sense. Pretty cool power up, man. And I feel like this is the only time we see, this is the debut of bonfire sale and the last time we see it, right? Like, I don't think we see this power up ever again, which is cool that it's unique to this map, I guess. I mean, kind of sucks that we don't see it, but it is what it is, man. If the Death Machine makes a return in this map, I think Death Machine's, or does it? Death Machine's not in Kino, right? Yeah, it's not in Kino. It is in this map, so that's cool. We see the Death Machine for the first time, and Death Machine in Black Ops 1 it's pretty good, but it falls off pretty hard. It starts having a hard time killing. As compared to like Black Ops 3, right? In Black Ops 3, it's like an insta-kill, so it's very good. And you can put it away at any time, right? You cannot put the Death Machine away. So if you're trying to get the box and you have the Death Machine out, you're just not going to be able to because you can't. And yeah, that's basically 5, man. That's how the map plays. I'll talk about the teleporters really quick. The teleporters, once you turn on the power, there's teleporters on every single floor. But the gimmick is there's no guarantee. At least that I know, I'm pretty sure there's no guarantee as to where you're going to teleport. And that's like the challenge of the map, right? You teleport and you're going to end up on a random floor. So if you want to get to floors consistently, the best way to do it is to take the elevator. But sometimes the elevator isn't where you leave it, right? Or it's not where you need it to be. So you have to, use... you have to either wait for the elevator or use the teleporter, which is the risk of the map, and that's why I train around the war room. I never, ever really use the teleporters unless I'm in a pinch, but that's what they're there for, man. And that's really it. That's all there is to 5, It's kind of like Kino, where there's just not much to do, not a whole lot to do. That's the whole theme of Black Ops 1, too, up until Moon, I would say. There's just not a whole lot to do. And that's fine. I personally like the maps where there's no a lot. I know I say it a lot, but I prefer the maps where there's no setup. Not a whole ton of setup anyways. And you can just kind of get into it and start killing shit. Sorry, God, I know being sick is the worst, dude. I'm sure there's a way I could edit out the sniffles and shit, but it's more authentic if I do it this way, man. So fucking deal with it, okay? Fucking deal with it. I guess I'll talk about some things I like about my likes and dislikes, right? Like I'll just do every time. I love the setting and location, man. I know I mentioned it earlier. The Pentagon is such a fucking cool location to kill zombies. So iconic. I didn't even mention how you open the Pack-a-Punch, man. God, I'm shit. So basically in the war room, the place I train, the middle room, there's 5 switches. DEFCON switches. So you pull all 5 of them, and then every teleporter in the map gets teleports you into the Pack-a-Punch room. And that's it. You basically pull the 5 switches, and you go into the teleporter, and you can now Pack-a-Punch. That's really it, man. That is it, and that's what I like. It's pretty easy, pretty straightforward. Another thing I really like is I like the fact that there's a magazine on one of the chairs in the Pack-a-Punch room that teases Ascension, right? It says Space Race, shows a picture of Ascension or the campaign map where it takes place, and we didn't know it at the time, but it was teasing the next map, Ascension, and that's cool as fuck. I like that they did that. First ever celebrity cast, right? Fucking sweet, man. So, like, we were not expecting to be able to play as JFK, Richard Nixon, McNamara, and Castro in a zombies map in Call of Duty, right? Like, that's so random, so cool. Love the Pentagon Thief, offers such a unique and different challenge to zombies than we normally have. Just so cool, man. So scary. Still so scary and creepy to go back to this day. so I just can't get over it, man. The fog happens, you hear the little siren, and you just know, you're like, oh fuck, he's coming. That boy's a coming. It's just so cool, man. I love that shit. Love the fact that the bonfire sail gets introduced. Sad to see we never see it again, but still a cool power up. Not the worst at the end of the day, but you know, it's cool. Helps you out. I like the fact that we have OG perks. You know, we got all the 4 normal perks. Quick revive and solo picks you up, but I didn't pick it up again, like I never do in this. You know, they added Mule Kick when they added Resurrection Pack. So that's that. Just the 4 normal perks. One of my favorite things to do in co-op. In co-op, this map plays a lot differently, right? In solo, I can just train around and do my own thing. But in co-op, there's really... you're really kind of limited to what you do. So me and my friends would always sit in the elevator and just buy the elevator over and over and over again. It was like camping, kind of, but it was pretty fun. And there was a lot of times where we would leave our friends behind in the elevator. Like, we have this one joke against my friend Augie specifically, that he lost to 5. We say he lost to the map 5 because we left him in a we left him. Me and my buddy Chris left his ass on the top floor during around like 25 or something. We left him, took the elevator down, and he got downed instantly. The shit was so funny. So we say he lost to 5 because he did. He fucking lost to 5, dude. He's bad. So that was always fun. I like pulling the DEFCON switches, and it makes the siren each time. That's really fun. I do think that's a very cool part of the map. You know, easy pack-a-punch process. I like the fact that there's no main quest and just an easy pack-a-punch process. You got the electric trap for, I know it's a high round strat. I never really ever am on the top floor and using the electric trap unless I'm just up here for like the teleporter or something. It's cool, you know. Guys, the song in this map, right? The song, fucking Eminem. Like, who was expecting that? It's kind of off-brand and off-theme, right? Because it's like, okay, this is during the Cold War. We're in the Pentagon. The 3 phones, there's 3 red phones, right? 1 near quick revive in the top room. There's 1 next to the power switch, and then there's 1 in the pack-a-punch room. You press all 3 phones, and Won't Back Down by Eminem featuring Pink starts playing, and you're like, okay, it's Eminem. I'm listening to Eminem. I'm listening to Eminem right now, and I'm playing as JFK. It's like, okay, it's kind of weird, right? It's cool that, I mean, it's really cool. Like, they got a huge name like Eminem in Call of Duty, and you know, they later go on to get like Avenged Sevenfold, and that's pretty cool. But it's just so like off-brand and off theme. It's like out of theme, but it's still really cool, man. Like Eminem and fucking zombies. Who would have thought? Pretty cool. You know, next map is Ascension, which got teased by the cover, and that's pretty sweet too. And that's really all I have to say for what I like on this map. You know, it's one of those maps where there's a lot for its time, but at the end of the day, there's really not all that much. It doesn't offer that much compared to the later series zombies maps. You know, there's so much more stuff in the later maps to talk about. No Easter egg quest on this map, so there's no long elaborate Easter egg you can do or anything. Which is whatever. You might discount that if you want to, but I don't think it's the worst thing in the world. I guess I'll talk about a few things I don't like. And there's not going to be much, right? Because this is actually one of my more favorite maps. I know there's not that much to do on it, but I just think it's so iconic for its time and just such a cool layout. Such a cool challenge. Oh, I forgot there's fucking Nova crawlers in the basement too. But that's one of the good things is they only spawn in the basement. So if you're only there, they'll follow you back to the other like rooms. But if you stay out of the basement, then they won't spawn. So it's not too bad. I don't really see them in the middle, and I fuck with it. You know, I fucks with it heavy. Okay. But yeah, as far as dislikes, you know, no new perks until Ascension, which kind of sucks. It took us till Ascension to get new perks. It's whatever. They wanted to keep the zombies players. You know, they gave us 2 maps off launch, so I can't complain. 2 maps, no new perks, whatever. I don't like the random teleporters. I know it's part of the challenge of the map, but I'm just, I'm fishing for shit to dislike on this map, right? So I'm just going to nitpick it. Random teleporters suck. I don't mind them that much, but it is what it is. Shitty Black Ops 1 fucking box weapons, dude. This is a complaint on every map. It's not a 5 specific map. Shitty box weapons. Not much to say there. Black Ops 1 guns are shit. If you know, you know. It would be better if there was... Like, I wouldn't mind the shitty box weapons on this map specifically if there wasn't, like... If there was, like, a good wonder weapon to carry you, right? But we also get the shitty winter... God, I can't fucking talk, dude. Sorry. That we get the shitty winters. Oh my god, I'm gonna freak out. Jesus Christ, you're retarded. Please get through it. You get the shitty wonder weapon. Oh my god, dude. I don't know what's wrong with me right now. Wonder weapon, Winter's Howl. You get the shitty Winter's Howl, and it can't carry you at all. I mean, it does carry you, right? But it's just shitty, man. It doesn't fucking kill like you need it to. Probably better in co-op, but for solo, it does the job. Just a shitty gun. I'm trying to nitpick it here. It's kind of a small and trapped map, but that's part of the challenge of 5, you know? There's not... You're supposed to feel enclosed. You're supposed to feel claustrophobic in this map. It's part of the tightness. It's part of the flow. That's what it does, man. That's how 5 fucking does you, man. And... that's really it for my dislikes, you know? It's just a bare bones survival map, like I say in every video, but that's basically most of Black Ops 1. Not very intricate. And that's really it, man. I'm not going to nitpick the fuck out of this map. I think if it gets praised, I'm not sure if it does. I feel like this map is pretty split in the community as to whether you like it or not. You either really like this map or you really don't. And I'm a lover of it. I like 5. I think it offers a pretty fun challenge, and if you can get set up and get your perk right away, then it's good. Sometimes it feels like you go into this map and you can't really do much. You keep dying, but for me, I would have picked Kino back in the day if I come back. Like, now that I got on Black Ops 1 and I have to choose between Kino and 5, I would probably choose 5. But back in the day, I would have chose Kino just because it was easier and I just wanted to load in and kill zombies. Now that I'm a better player, I think 5 would probably be my go-to. But that's it, man. That's all I'm really going to say about 5. There's not much to say. Similar to Kino in terms of stuff to do. Same guns, different wonder weapons. Little more strategy in this map you need to survive. Not as easy as Kino, but that's it. I guess I'll get into the ratings, right? Tier list rating. Let's think. Dude, I might throw this fucker in the A tier. I can't lie. I think I'm gonna throw it in the A tier, man. And also, these might change by the end. I'm definitely gonna. Some of them might change by the end, which is fine, but right now I'm thinking it deserves the A tier, man. I really think it deserves the A tier for its time. So iconic, cool setting, cool celebrity cast, very cool wonder weapon for its time. I know it's not that good, but it is unique and you cannot deny that. Fucking 5, man. The teleporters, the Pentagon Thief, the elevators, man, the Eminem song. Fucking the government building, the Pentagon, man. Like, come on. It deserves the A tier, man. So we're going to go A tier on this map. Definitely going to pay A tier. Out of 10, let's see. I'd probably give it an 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10. Knock 2 points off for just the shitty box weapons on Black Ops 1. Really. I mean, yeah, shitty Black Ops 1 box weapons, and then the Winter's Howl. And the fact that it suffocates you, but I mean, that's really it. I love this map overall, man. Solid fucking map. Solid fucking map. If you don't like this map, BetterHelp is an option. BetterHelp Therapy. They didn't sponsor the episode, but I'm sure they would after you play 5 for the first time. You might need a therapist to talk you out of crazy depression here. But yeah, man, that's all I'm going to say for 5. And I'm gonna try to record another episode of another minisode rather. Yeah, I guess I'm done with 5, man. I'm done talking about 5. I'm just gonna talk a little bit about what I'm playing and what's next here. So yeah, let me pause, take a sip of water here. Hopefully, get my thoughts, collect my thoughts here, and I'll come back and do an outro. Okay, hang tight, boys. Hang tight. Okay, so what's next for this fucking channel, right? I'll talk a bit about it. I do want to post. I think I want to post gameplay videos on this channel. I don't know if I want to make a separate channel. I kind of want to just keep everything on the same channel. If I play it on PC, I will record it through OBS and maybe have my Let's Plays on there. There would be no commentary though, just because I don't know. I feel like I like letting the gameplay speak for itself, and then a viewer can interpret it up to, make their own interpretation of it. I feel like that's the better way to go. So I might do that. I don't have any of the gameplay of the zombies I've played up to date, but once I get up to, I think it's Mob of the Dead, because I played up till Die Rise. I beat Die Rise the other day. Forgot to record it because I'm stupid and retarded. But yeah, when it comes to Mob of the Dead, I think I might start recording that and then post that as well. But as far as the next minisode, I think I'm going to talk about Venture and Overwatch, man. If you don't know what Venture is the newest Overwatch hero. This weekend, the Easter weekend of 2024, at the end of March here, we have a new damage hero, Venture, out for trial, right? And I've been playing her a lot, man. I've been playing this character a lot. It's very good. It's very strong. They're definitely going to nerf her when she comes out or whatever. Sorry, that's my phone going off if you hear that. But yeah, Venture, man. I think that's going to be the next episode. I'm going to try to talk about that, maybe put my initial thoughts out there. So I think that'll be cool. I'm working on a Halo Infinite wish list as well. I got a couple things on there I want to talk about because I love the game. And I would like to see a few things added to it over time. And that'll be that. Let's, as far as what I'm playing now, what are you playing now, Jerry? Oh, I'm glad you asked, Timmy in the back. I am playing Bomberman 64. I beat all of the first world Green Garden. I don't know if you'll hear this, but I've been cleaning my N64 because it was like really dusty, really old, and I think I spilled grape jelly in there from like 20-30 years ago, and it got the fucking power switch all sticky. So I decided to take it all apart, clean it out, use rubbing alcohol, and it works really good now. It works really well. I'm gonna try to clean the games individually as I play them too. I started off with Bomberman because it needed a deep cleaning, dude. It needed a deep cleaning, and so yeah, we cleaned that, got it working. Works pretty well. It's still just shot, man. I feel like the connections are almost rusty too. Like the metal brackets are rusty inside. I cleaned them as best as I could. Still works. It looks really bad on this TV I have though. Like I don't remember N64 games looking this bad, but I don't know, man. Maybe I'm just so used to and carried by the graphics we have nowadays, right? That I just didn't realize how bad we had it back then, but it looked really good for its time. Technology improved, and that's cool. So I'm playing Bomberman 64, and that's really it as far as single player games. I'm still playing a lot of Overwatch, still playing a lot of Halo Infinite, and that's really it, man. Sorry for yapping. I know this is like a pretty long outro, but that's it, man. Next video will probably be Venture, so look out for that. Venture thoughts, and with that, I'm going to sign off here. Thanks for listening. Thanks for bearing with me if you're hearing this. Older Jerry, if I'm talking to you right now, fuck you, retard. Kill yourself. Nice. Anyways, that's it. Thanks for listening. Leave me a comment. Tell me if I missed anything. Tell me about things you want to hear. Tell me I'm retarded and gay. And that's really it, man. Thanks again. Take care.